they're old is a means of entering paradise. The one who missed this opportunity of entering paradise by serving them has indeed incurred a great loss, as per the scholars. This person was given a chance to enter paradise by being good to their parents, but they let the opportunity pass by. The Prophet ﷺ called out this person because it is the ultimate lack of mercy to leave your parents alone in their old age. In other words, if you have elderly parents and you're not able to earn Allah's pleasure through them, you are unlikely to earn it through any other means, as far as this hadith goes. 2 more minutes, inshallah. Just as our parents loved us when we said or did bad things to them when we were young brothers and sisters, or when we hurt them as children, we need to return the same in their old age. We grown-ups over here. Don't wait till we see our parents go in that coffin for their janazah, for their burial, and realize how much better we could have done with the time we had with them. And I mean time us spending here in Australia while our parents are in India, or vice versa. I'm not talking about the few months that we spend together every year, here or there. That's not what I'm talking about. If our parents are alive, the only way to be a pleasing servant to Allah and the only way to be a good Muslim is to have your parents love you. If your parents are angry with you, or your parents are not happy with you, or you're not trying to change that situation, wallahi, it doesn't matter what we do. In the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ultimately the parents have all the priority in this world, and we will make Allah angry. I want to end with this final dua, which I will leave everyone with. It is Rabbana ghfirli wa li walidayya wa lil mu'minina yawma yaqumul hisab. If we don't know this, memorize this. It is, O Lord, forgive me, my parents, and the believers on the day when the judgment will come to pass. A quick check on the sources. I've referred Dr. Yasir Khadi's notes over here, Ustad Numan Ali Khan's notes over here, various Islamic websites over here, and I hope I've done justice to this topic. A final announcement in this regard is that I've decided to walk the talk myself, alhamdulillah. Myself and our family will be leaving Sydney, inshallah, in December to spend 1 year in India with our parents on both sides, inshallah. It came from a lot of thinking and reflection, and I don't want to be a person who just preaches. I want to practice what I preach. And inshallah, with a lot of consultation and the support of the wife, alhamdulillah, just 2 days before this topic, we announced it to our parents. They're super excited. My dad was, this is unheard of, but it's fantastic news. And I'm very happy to, inshallah, recommend this to you guys. Trust me, guys, it's not that hard. In this day and age when we can work from home, both myself and my wife have got permission to work from home. Not for 1 month, not for 2 months, 3 months, 1 full year. If we ask, Allah will make it easy. Ask Allah first, then ask your employer. You want options for studies? My son will, inshallah, study in a Sydney government school sitting in Calicut, inshallah, next year. How do we do it? There are options. If you want to know more, part 2 of this discussion, inshallah, next class. But really, it is something I strongly recommend. I've chosen to do it for 1 year. Inshallah, we can extend it more. But something is better than nothing, brothers and sisters. Something is better than nothing. I am done with calling my parents here 4 times. They've come here, they spent a couple of months here. They were miserable at the end of the 2nd week. Right? That's the truth. And we all know that. For those of you who have your parents here already, keep them as long as you can. But trust me, they're not happy inside. There is nothing that your mom wants better than make biryani for you in her own kitchen, with her own utensils, with the kaima rice that you get from the supermarket Bismi next door. There is nothing better than having the meat and the fish that comes from the cycle guy who comes with the fish. There is a separate touch to it, and we all know when our mom cooks food in our respective homes, there's a separate taste to it. When our dad gives a hug, there's a separate love to it. So let us make the intention at least, and everyone's situation is different, I completely appreciate that, but if not today, then when? And finally, how can we be good role models, good being the key word here, to our children? If they're not going to see us looking after our parents and making those sacrifices, a day will come when we are on our knees, needy and dependent on them. Will we reflect at that time and say, oh, I wish I was a good role model? Our parents would be 6 feet under by then, most likely, and Allah knows best. Jazakumullah khair for listening, and I'm sorry it took extra time. There's much more to cover, but inshallah, if anyone has any questions about this, we can probably eat and talk, because I think everyone's hungry. But also practical considerations about this move of ours, I'm very happy to share with anyone if you'd like to know further. It can be done, and we're going to do it, inshallah, and we'll come back to tell you the story, inshallah, in a year's time, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.